Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm here in the WBZ studio with Jon Keller, our political analyst, to talk about the state of where we are now, a little more than a week after the school shooting in Parkland, Florida. And, John, I was thinking today, we've all fallen into our traditional roles, right? We in the media have done what we always do after every school shooting. The pro and anti-gun control forces have done their thing. The one variable has been the response of these incredibly eloquent kids in Florida. Do you think this time around that is going to make a difference?
Well, that's certainly been a new wrinkle, and they've certainly been very impressive. And all week long, as I travel around, waiting in line to get my coffee, people have said to me over and over again, gee, this feels different because of the kids. And that town hall meeting the other night was an unusual event, to say the least. Earlier today, I had an opportunity to sit down and tape an interview with Congressman Steve Lynch from South Boston. Been in Congress quite a while now, been an active proponent of gun law reform. And I brought this up with him. You've seen the cycle of an atrocity occurs, people are upset, there's a push for new legislation, and then ultimately nothing happens.
Right.
And I asked,
think that?
Well,
do you think anything new?
I picked a little excerpt of his comment. When I asked him, will it be different this time? Take a listen.
I know that Senator Cornyn from Texas is offering some legislation. Senator Rubio as well. So coming from the Republican leadership side of the aisle, there may be some chances of getting a bill to the floor where we could actually debate this and then in the amendment process see what we can add to that bill.
We've seen this before.
Right.
Once the heat dies down, so does the momentum.
Yeah, that's been the pattern here. I've co-sponsored 6 different iterations of gun reform, and we have yet to be able to get any of those bills to the floor. Even the most modest, even just preventing people on the no-fly list from purchasing weapons. We can't get that bill to the floor.
They can't even get it on the floor for a vote. And, he went on to say in that interview that, look, the NRA still has a hammerlock on the Republican majority in both branches. And as long as that's the case, sorry, nothing is going to happen.
So we do have those kids keeping it in the news. It'll be interesting to see how far we get away from the event, how long that continues. We also have the midterms coming up. And if American parents really don't feel as though their children are safe at school, I mean, we might see that really affecting November, don't you think?
Well, I think it's going to be an issue. How effective it's going to be remains to be seen. But keep in mind, think back to Newtown, the horrible atrocity that occurred at the Sandy Hook Elementary School, December of 2012. Immediately after that, the issue that we're now hearing a whole lot about, or the quote-unquote solution of heavily arming and training teachers in schools to deal with this. That was raised and almost immediately dismissed, Paula, with almost unanimous opposition among Republicans.
And it's back again.
Fast forward, it's back again, and it's getting a lot of traction among Republicans. That shows you how far right or how far toward the NRA's absolutist position the Republican Party has moved. And as long as they're in control of the Congress, forget about it.
Interesting. Jon Keller, thanks so much.
Thank you.
For more information on this story or any other breaking news anytime, go to cbsboston.com.